everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for being here. And of course, if you're new, please do subscribe. That would mean a lot. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it'll help me out tremendously. So yeah, so as you can see by the title, today we'll be speaking about ways that you can develop confidence, but more so how I became confident. And I'm not going to say overconfident, because I don't necessarily think that being overconfident is a good thing, but being more confident. And I hope at the end of this, at least one of the things that I list would help at least one person to be more confident. So let's start. So the first one is speaking loudly, and of course I wrote them down here. I listed them down, and the first one is speaking loudly. It's not speaking loudly as in to shout, but speaking loudly and projecting your voice and articulating your words in a way that you don't necessarily have to shout for the person at the back of the room to hear you, but they would hear you. And I think speaking loudly, I believe speaking loudly or speaking confidently, but I can't say confident because that's what we're trying to attain, right? But speaking more articulately and speaking more loudly, really circling your words and molding the way you speak, it really helps you to show more confidence. And eventually, even if at the time that you're practicing doing it, you don't really feel confident at that said moment, but eventually when you continuously do this, eventually you will become more comfortable and more confident, because you're used to speaking around people and so on. This next one is wearing a good bra and panty. And I know this might be like, what? But I learned this a couple months ago, and it's not like I wasn't wearing good stuff, but I learned this a couple months ago. And it's like, when you have on a bra, right, and it fits you and it hugs you really tightly and nicely, and it just grips you, you feel more confident. It's like, when you get home and you take off your bra, right, and you feel free and you feel relaxed, but it's in that moment where you're putting on your bra, right, and it's like you just feel more at attention and more confident. It's like you automatically want to straighten your back when you have on a tighter bra, or it's like when you have on your favorite underwears or something like that, and you walk out and like it's like no one can tell you anything. It makes you feel comfortable with the clothes that you have underneath you, of course, but I just feel like it's just the safety of it, the safeguardness of it just helps you overall feel more confident. It works for me. But if you do try this one, then come back and comment and let me know if you even felt a slight difference. Okay, next. Okay, so this one, you've probably heard it a lot, and it's making eye contact. I know a lot of people would speak because they're a little nervous, so they wouldn't be able to make eye contact. But when you make eye contact with someone, it shows them that you're not afraid. Although I know sometimes at the beginning this could be really hard to do, make eye contact with somebody, or even when you do make eye contact with somebody, you end up losing eye contact, and it still happens to me sometimes. Sometimes I would be speaking to someone and then I would be making eye contact because I'm used to making eye contact with people, but eventually when they're making eye contact with me too, sometimes it would turn me off. But I realize that when it turns me off, it kind of hampers my confidence. So what we could practice doing is maintaining eye contact, making eye contact and maintaining eye contact, so that they know that you're certain, that you're sure. And just as much as you may feel uncomfortable in the first couple times doing it, or in the first moments of doing it with that same person, it would feel probably just as uncomfortable to them as it is to you, because, well, we're both humans and we're both alike, right? But maintaining eye contact makes people know that you're sure about yourself, that you're positive in what you're saying, and obviously it will overall seem more confident. And eventually when you continuously keep on doing it, then you would develop more confidence as well. So yeah, making eye contact is number 3. Next. Okay, so this next one is dressing comfortably. So it's like this for me personally when I have on something that I'm not comfortable with, or if it's a dress that keeps riding down and I have to keep pulling it up. I would think people watching me whilst I'm pulling it up. So I'm always pulling it up, I'm always watching to see who's watching me whilst I'm pulling it up. Or if it's jeans that aren't really, for me personally, I like tight jeans. So if it's jeans that aren't really tight, or if it's kind of slack, I would feel uncomfortable in it. So try wearing clothes that you're comfortable in, because I feel like when you wear stuff that you're comfortable in, you just feel more confident, because it's like, who can talk to you, who can tell you what, because you're willing to go out, you're willing for people to see you. Even if someone notices you or someone's staring you, you're comfortable in what you're in, so you could be more open, be more forward, speak to people more. It even helps you with all these other those other points that I listed, making eye contact, with speaking up loudly, and all those things, because if you dress comfortably, you feel comfortable, and it just helps your overall attitude when you go about your day. Think of it's like when you wear, let's say you wear a sweatshirt and it was raining in the morning, so you wore a sweatshirt, and then by 11 o'clock the sun is out, so you're uncomfortable in the sweatshirt because it's sunning out, and everyone is, well, you would think, even if everyone isn't watching, you would think in your mind that everyone is watching you, so you wouldn't feel as comfortable in it, and you wouldn't feel as confident. So wear clothes that you feel confident in, and it will overall help you to build your confidence, because you will be more outgoing, if that makes sense. I really do hope that made sense. Thank you. Next is having constant conversations. And having constant conversations, whether it is to yourself or with other people, when I feel like when you have, the more conversations you have, the more you get to learn from other people, and the more you will be able to, well, I didn't know this, I could go research on it. Or when you continuously have conversations, especially with other people, you learn how to speak in groups better. You learn, okay, at first it may sound kind of weird to just be dashing out points, but obviously you wouldn't speak on something that you don't know, right? But eventually, when you keep on speaking around people and you speak around groups, eventually you will be able to speak in front of a stage. And even when you have to speak in front of the stage, you may still feel nervous at the beginning, and that's completely normal. Well, it always happens to me when I have to do it, but eventually when you delve into it, then it becomes normal. You become more relaxed and more, just outgoing about the entire thing. So you could practice speaking more in groups, especially if it's your peer group, so you'll not be afraid to make a mistake, even if you say a word incorrectly, or so one of your friends would obviously correct you. If you have friends like that, of course you should, and it will just help your overall speech flow. Next. Okay, so again, under ways to help grow your confidence is acknowledging your surroundings, acknowledging your environment. For me personally, when I enter a room or when I go into a room, I would look at everyone in the room and see their mood, see their behavior. It's not every time that you will walk into a room, of course, with people, you may be out in an open place, but I would take note of people's posture, the way they are, the whole feel of in the room, to see what it's okay that you would be, what conversation is going on. If you know about this conversation, acknowledge the environment in the room, whether it's a friendly environment, it's somewhere where you could openly speak and you won't be judged, if it's a safe space and all that things. It would help you with the previous tip, which is to have constant conversations. And if you're having constant conversation in rooms that are safe space, you'll be able to be more fluent with it. If you're more fluent with it, you'll be able to do it even, you'll be confident enough to do it even more, and then eventually that will all build your confidence. I really hope that last point made sense. Next, so tips to help you grow your confidence. This one is a really big one. It's smelling good, wearing really good perfume. It doesn't even have to be really good perfume, but just wearing perfume or body spray, something to help you smell good. Because for me personally, after I put, even if I'm having a bad day, I'll go in the washroom, spray on some perfume, and then put on some body spray, and who could tell me what? No one could tell me anything, because I'm smelling good. I'm out here walking past people and they're sniffing behind me, and I'm like, yes, that was me, baby boy, that was me. And it's not a perfume, of course, to make people like cough or sneeze, but because I know sometimes we can do that, but it's like just the fact that you know that you smell good, it will help you walk. Like for me personally, it helps me walk better when I know I smell good. I don't know how the two correlates exactly, but when I know I smell good, I be walking up and down my people, you know, yes, smell me. Like that's how it is. And for me personally, that helped me grow my confidence. So you could try it and let me know in the future how it goes. Next. Right, so tips to help grow your confidence. This next one is practicing alone. This helped me out so much. Like for example, I would literally have conversations in my room, in my mirror, by myself, with myself, to myself, and it's like you would pick any random topic and you would see if you can speak on it. I'm not quite sure how many other people do that, but if you do it, then please comment and let me know. But I would pick a random conversation, a random topic, sorry, and I have a conversation with myself in the mirror. Mirror helps. In the mirror, to see how fluent you could speak about something, or how fluent you could actually speak in general. And I think this really helps in building your confidence for when you go out on the road, or when you go out in public, sorry, to help speak to people better and help people understand better what you're trying to say, especially if you're going somewhere where you know the topic may arise, then you could practice speaking about that topic on your own. So you have, even if you don't, I'm not telling you go memorize a paragraph and keep it in your head, but you know, you have points at the back of your head that you can elaborate on, that you can speak on, because a lot of times what happens, you may know what to say exactly, but in the moment it just, and because of nervousness, it could wipe clean from your memory. That happens. So what you could do is just have points in your head. If you know that you're going to a place that you're going to have these conversations, then have points in your head that you know, well, I know about this, I can speak about this, I know about that, I can speak about that, so on and so forth. And that really helps build your confidence. And if you are going to try it, please do, and then come back in the comments and let me know how it worked out for you. Right, so the last one I have on the tips to help grow your confidence is practicing a confident walk. And I know this could be really hard, especially for a lot of women. For me personally, it's the hardest when when I'm approaching people. Like, let's say a group of guys are standing up there and I'm approaching, then it would be like, it's all of a sudden like your foot doesn't know what it's supposed to do, how are you supposed to walk. But it's like practicing a confident walk. A lot of this takes practice. So practicing a confident walk while you're alone or while you're home, so that you feel more ease and feel more relaxed. Because you know, the more you practice something, the more it becomes natural. The more you practice something, the more it becomes natural. So yeah, practice a confident walk, and that's another thing that really helped me to grow my confidence. And of course, I really can't walk in heels yet, straying away a little bit, but yeah, practicing a confident walk generally would help you to grow your confidence, because practice makes. Alright y'all, so that was it on the tips that helped me grow my confidence. And if you came to the end of this video, of course, then please do give thumbs up. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you enjoy seeing content like this, please let me know. Give a thumbs up so that I know that you enjoy seeing content like this, so I can produce more, of course. And if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it will help me out tremendously. And